Hi guys, this is Fit for Athletes, Coach's Random Tip. Today's topic, I want to talk about the off-season. The off-season can be a very, very scary time for some endurance athletes because we feel lost. We don't know what to do anymore all of a sudden. Our structure seems to be falling apart because we don't have that focus for that one A race that we trained on all summer, all season long. We, first of all, need to sit down, enjoy the season, debrief the season, think of what was good, what was bad, reevaluate where you want to be better, what was your weakness, maybe write all those things down and go over it with your coach. That is very important to kind of see, okay, where were we at? What was good? What was bad? And both sides. For the coach is very important, but also for the athletes, it's very important to kind of debrief those moments so both of them can grow and get better and become a better team as well. So that's number one. Enjoy the season how it was, celebrate it, but don't celebrate too long. A lot of times we all of a sudden find ourselves sitting on the couch too much and celebrating a little bit too much. So it is important to celebrate. It is important to turn off the mind for a little bit, to not be competitive, to kind of just let things go. Enjoy family life, enjoy the holidays. That is coming more priority in the off season. So make sure that you do those, that you're not staying as competitive as you were all summer or season long. So make sure there's some time more for, focus more on the family, friends, but be consistent with your workout still. So you don't want to lose all your fitness that you work so hard for. So make sure that you're, tapering it down a little bit, but don't stop completely and just start eating cookies, during the Christmas time. So kind of everything in moderation, right? So the off season is really a good time and the best time because now we're not having to be race specific. Now we can build a lot of strength. This is the time to build strength. Strength training in the gym, strength training with a little bit heavier weights. We want to build muscle. We want to build the base that will carry us into the new season and hopefully lowering the risk of injury that way. Because the more muscle we have on us, the more stable we are, bone density rises, all those benefits. Especially, like I said, in the winter time, it is harder to be outside to do hours and hours, especially if you live on the northern hemisphere where it's snowing. This is the time to maybe find other sports that you enjoy. Maybe do some gravel riding, maybe some cross-country skiing. If you live like us in Florida, maybe some inline skating, something to still work out on your endurance and on your base, but maybe something completely different that you can enjoy with other friends that you usually don't see because they don't run or meet up with other people. But you're still working out and you're not losing your fitness. That is very important. Building the strength, that is the main focus of the off season, but also working on your weaknesses. So once you evaluate with your coach or by yourself of what was your weakness, where do you want to get better at? What is the piece that will make your season next year better or maybe your main focus? So this is the time to really work on weaknesses, maybe to do a running gait analysis to become a better runner, more efficient runner, and more economically in your running. So this is the time to do gait analysis. I can help with that if you want, so send me in a text or message. But otherwise, that is important to kind of run economically and look at your cadence right now. Look at your stride. Change your gait maybe if it needs to be. Change your arm swing. Whatever you saw or other people noticed. Or again, the gait analysis comes up with where can you be more economically better and a better runner without, risking injuries. So those things are now the time to work on it during your runs. You don't have to, constantly work on a certain speed for a certain race. You can focus on your cadence for run, or one run you just focus on your arm swing. Certain things that we want to change and make better. Same with swimming or biking. There's certain things that you might want to, work on that is more technique based. So that's the time to do technique work as well as strength training, but also the time to maybe look into a new bike fit. Maybe, see if you're fitted right for your bike, or if you haven't done it in years, it's time to redo because your body changes. So redo a bike fit. Maybe look into different running shoes. If you had problems with your running shoes before, or your Achilles or heel or plantar fasciitis or any of those things, this is the time to really focus on, okay, what's going on, why is it going on, and how can I fix it? So those are things that you want to focus on in the off season. You want to build a good base. If you live in the area where it's more indoor training, you can do a reverse periodization, which means instead of starting with a long base, steady and slow, you're gonna do more of the strength work, like hill work, treadmill work, indoor trainer work. It's more intensity but less time spent because you don't want to be in the freezing cold, doing long miles. That will come later then. So there's a reverse periodization that you can do if you need that approach. So yeah, there is a lot of things that you can still work on the off season. Just make sure that you sit down and write down an A goal for the next season, maybe a long-term goal for a year from now, and work mentally towards it. But don't let it consume you in the off season too much, because you want to be ready emotionally and physically when that training plan and training cycle starts. You want to be ready and hungry for it, not burned out because you kept going throughout. So yes, you want to continue training. It's just that the training will be a little bit differently, and you might need help from a coach. So again, let me know if you do need help. I'm happy to help you through the off season and through those times. And plan for a good next season to start out on the right foot instead of starting at zero with all the Christmas pounds on you and starting from scratch again, which is a lot harder than keeping a good base and coming in strong into the next new season. Thank you, guys.